They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 25 yards that time.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Here we go, Steve. Get up the field.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Smith. Check right. Shoot.
Here's Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
At the 37-yard line.
Check 53. So don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Smith. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, Delta. 55, my guy, 55. They can't hang with us. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, tight.
Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Down. 18 Gator. 55. Too little, Test. Take over.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Ready? Check 55, Mike.
Again, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Buzz. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get it.
To the air again, Smith. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
53, 4-8, 53, 96.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Check 31, check 31. Look, squeeze. Ready?
Third and long, it's Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, team six. Watch a slap.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here.
Don't get nervous.
Prescott now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw is Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check it out, read. X3, 218, chopper. Check up. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, orbit. Right there. Get it.
Throwing now, Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, they'll likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
That's it, ready? We go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.